Remember PCQI, all of your programs, your policy, your procedures, including your forms, make a habit of updating your change history document. It's very, very important. Here we go again. Hello again, PCQIs. So in this video, our topic today is a finished product release monitoring form. So in the previous video, we actually talked about the program, and this particular form is on that list under the references I've mentioned, under references documents that is made part of that program, policy, and procedure. Okay. So in this form, it starts off with the top portion of identifying the product name, the product code, okay, the brand name, the company name for this, and the company address. You're probably thinking, why the company name and company address? Well, this particular form is also used for private label. So when you put the brand name on it, it might not be your facility that has that owns the brand, so it's there as well. So it's also great for traceability. It also has the manufacturing date section, the batch and lot number section, expiration date, product description, and label reference. Now on the product description, we added that just to make sure that there's no confusion. Sometimes there are similar product name. And we just wanted to put that on there just for a sense of security. Okay. The label reference, a lot of our PCQI on site, they take the actual label because they are releasing this product and get a copy of that, either the actual sticker or the label, they staple it or affix it on the back of this form just for their record. If they are automated, they just take a photo and it becomes part of their digitized records. Now on the verification activities, so on the verification activities or verification areas, so on the top of this you have a verification area, what you are verifying for this form, and a compliant section basically asking, is it compliant, yes or no. And if it's no, what is the deviation and what corrective actions have been applied so you can, release this product. So we put in on the verification areas, we put label verification. We wanted to ensure the correct label is affixed in the correct finished product, obviously. Under label again, verify the label matches the recipe and formula. The batch sheet matches the label and the recipe / formula. The finished product details verified includes, right, as we're looking at these, the finished product name, the product code, the brand name, manufacture date, batch and lot number, expiration date, product description, and label reference match. So all of these has to be synergized together, okay? Now, we've added the regulatory requirement that the finished product label complies with 21 CFR Part 101 food labeling. The reason for that is during some of our observation, we've noticed that there are new labels or new product that are being introduced into commerce that hasn't gone through a label approval process, either by the customer or by the facility, and a regulatory review. It's basically just sent out by the customer saying, this is our label, please affix it to this product, and off we go. Next thing you know, we receive phone calls that there are certain claims on that labels. We're missing sections or requirements such as storage and handling. It could be cooking instruction. I did mention SHIs, storage handling instructions. So we added that on there as a basically to catch that when QA or the PCQI is actually performing it. We also put storage conditions, if it's ambient, chilled, or frozen. packaging and quantity verified, the finished product specification. Now, believe it or not, when it comes to specification, a lot of PCQIs that we're working with, they have specification for raw materials, packaging materials that when they purchase, these are given to them. But when the finished product goes out, they don't have specification for their own products that are going into commerce. So now, if the way I explain it, so now I'm your customer and you are my supplier, so I'm gonna ask for this finished product specification. You need to provide it for me. So it's kind of now the other way around. So we actually put that on the form. We've also included physical and sensory evaluation for color, appearance, texture, mouthfeel, taste, and overall acceptability. For that. Next one, we've also added the food allergen declaration. Make sure those are declared. For that, we know that they check the allergen list from the raw materials. We just want them to sign off as part of this product release. Now, on this part is the metal detection monitoring record was added because this particular process, the metal detection requirements, is based on customer requirements and requests. It's not a standard on this particular process because it is a customer requirement case-by-case basis. And that's what was presented to us, so that's what we added there. And we also asked to be added for deviation records if applicable. Now, on the deviation records are some of our observation in this process. Certain materials are exchanged due to lack of supply. So some particular process, they ran out of material A and they have a material 8.1, which is similar to it. It's made by different manufacturers, different specifications. Their R&D department had verified and validated those materials, and they have deemed them to be acceptable within their process as part of their deviation, for that. That's just a little example of that. Now, if they deviated, obviously those report comes out and it becomes also part sometimes as a corrective action. For that. So if they have those records, we also ask them to include it in this format. So after we've updated the form, we updated the change history document. Remember, PCQI, all of your programs, your policy, your procedures, including your forms, make a habit of updating your change history document. It's very, very important. Even some folks, when we do a deep dive audit, even on training materials, sometimes they would update it and they do not record what the changes are, what they omitted on the training. And, when we look at it, things are missing because somebody did not record those particular changes. So please update your change history document requirements or section. Anyways, PCQ, I wanted to share that with you. If you have any other comments, these are basically customizable for intended process. So if they do not match what you're working on, kindly let us know. Email me, info@consultairinc.com. Thanks, PCQIs. Have a great day. Contact us. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks again, PCQIs. Have a good one.